shit with Matt and Quinn. Talking shit radio. Talking shit with Matt and Quinn. We're just hanging out, yeah.
You got a surprise for me. All right.
Scoot over the mic.
All right. Can't. No surprises yet.
Nope.
We got to open up the
Not
show.
yet.
We got to open up the show. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Red Bull.
Red Bull. Get your Red Bull today.
All right. Here we are talking with Matt and Quinn.
Matt and Queen.
I didn't say it so we can get our monetization.
We need to get it. Talking. Oh, dude, I have a post fader on there. Like the beep. I need to add that. I could do that and edit. So, talking shit with Matt and Quinn.
Talking shit with Matt and Quinn. It's been a little while, dude. I feel like we haven't done this since last year.
I know, it's been a while. It's good times.
Well, no, it's been fun. Yeah, we've been working on some other stuff, some additions to the studio. The studio looks friggin' awesome.
Thanks, bro.
It reminds me of my old studio building days.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's funny, you're like recording, and I kind of was just like,
You're like,
deja vu.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. So today we're going to be talking about something very near and dear to our hearts. This is almost like an extension of our other...
Our watch collecting.
Yeah, it's our watch collecting episode.
Which are now gone.
We sold...
Everything.
It's all
we
gone. We sold it all. And the funny thing is, we had some nice pieces in there.
Yes.
Because we found a new watch company online that, in my opinion,
is the best for the price.
I wouldn't
For
even
the
say
money?
for the. I would say just an absolute total value.
Oh, yeah.
When you're talking about a timepiece. I'm not talking about an heirloom piece because they won't last 30 years.
No.
But, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's a Seiko movement.
Yeah.
But the point is I've had Bell & Ross, Ulysse Nardin, Tag Heuer, Breitling, Longines. You've had Longines. You've had Seiko, Citizen, Javril.
Yeah, Javril.
I mean, there's
and we like the Javrils.
I mean, we've had some real money wrapped up into these watches. And it was so funny because I was thinking yesterday, I was like, okay, I had to ask him a very specific question, but I want to tell this quick little story before I ask this question.
Okay.
So, we're going through our married lives. I'm wearing my Javril Wall Street. And then I had a Bulova as well.
Yeah.
I've had probably 100 Bulovas.
Yeah.
And that's not even an exaggeration. I mean, we're talking real watch collectors.
Yeah.
20. That's how our friendship started.
I've had probably 25 Invictas.
Well, our friendship
Structure
started.
watches when Structure was around, part of Expressman.
But I sold you a watch box full of watches. That's how we met 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we are legitimate, really watch collectors. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going about our married lives, and you say, hey, I want to meet with you. I have something for you.
Yeah.
And you presented me with a Pagani Design Batman, which
I didn't want to give it to you.
Hold on a minute. The second I looked at it, you saw my response. I went, these are fucking nice watches. Yeah. But the question I wanted to ask you was, what led you to take the leap of faith to Pagani Design? Because we've seen them online for fucking years.
Forever. I never wanted to buy one. But then the economy's changing so much that all the money that I've increased my income over the last 5 years doesn't matter because the inflation's so high now that you go anywhere, you're spending $20 for nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So I've always seen AliExpress, Alibaba, and all these Temu.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's TEMU.
Yeah.
And you can buy stuff for under $20. And it's drones and remote
I've seen them on eBay for
watches.
$70, $80, and I've had them in my... The funny thing is the one I'm wearing, which I'm going to show in just a minute, but the one I'm wearing I've had in my watch list on eBay for 2 years.
Yeah.
But I was always afraid of taking the leap of faith because it's $70 fucking dollars.
Right.
I don't want a cheap $70 watch.
So, I've had fake Breitlings, fake Gucci, fake Rolex, all those. And a lot of the fake Rolex are crap. Like the metal sucks, the bands are just tin, and you're just like want to throw the thing away. And they're like $200. And so I was like, I'm not going to buy this, and it doesn't even have the fake symbol on it.
So why did you go? Why you bought a fuck ton of them? You bought like half a dozen or something.
Yeah.
Why did you just go? Okay, I want to buy a bunch of these at this moment.
So
Christmas presents?
I was at this moment where I was like, I need stuff to sell.
Okay.
Right. Online. Because that's my main, I'm good at selling. So I could sell sand to someone at the beach, or
we don't want
ice to an Eskimo, or an Eskimo, not an Eximo.
No, I don't know what an Eximo is.
Me neither.
No.
What is an Eximo, if you know what it is?
I don't know.
Leave a comment. But an Eximo? No. So, long story short, I was buying some hard drives. I bought some tablets, and I bought a drone. And I just wanted to see the products from these websites that sell these items so cheap from China. And so it is going to take a month to get here. I was like, whatever. Spent like $400. And then the next day they sent me a deal, free shipping, blah, blah, blah. So I bought tablets, and then I use PayPal paying for payments. So there's no interest, and it just charges your credit card 4 times. So I was like, okay, screw it. I'm not out of pocket right now.
Well, let's see what happens.
I can sell some stuff before I even have to pay for everything fully.
So
I ordered 4 watches.
So the audience, if the audience doesn't know, we've got multiple businesses.
Yes.
Your family owns a bunch of restaurants. Myself, I've got my motorcycle business. I had retail stores. I've got the web design business. You have your media business. I have my media business. I've got the book royalties, movies. We've
music
got,
royalties for you.
Music royalties. We've got all these different things.
Streams.
Yeah, and you want to create streams of passive income. Motorcycle helmets for me, I've been doing for 16, 17 years. I sell just pretty much word of mouth, 1,000 helmets a year. So again, I understand, you and I understand why you're going online and buying all these things. We're looking at products that we can continue to sell and create more streams of passive income. Right. So that's for the backstory for the audience.
Yeah. And I've always had a side hustle of selling furniture, selling electronics.
You know what's actually funny about that?
Forever.
These chairs. Well, these chairs, they were how much were they?
$10 each.
$10 each, and you bought like a dozen of them.
Yeah, and I sold the other ones for a profit. So these are essentially
you sold
free.
Like $60, $80 or something, right?
Yeah, $60 each.
So the audience doesn't know. You want to learn about creating money. We've talked about this in other episodes. Why we write business books and stuff. Creating money. Money is nothing more than the exchange of value for value. It doesn't matter what you pay for something. It matters what you can get out of it.
And you get more value if you could do a trade up. If you could, sometimes I trade stuff to buy something else.
You bought these watches. They showed up.
So they showed up. 2 showed up together. And I was like, ooh, I was all excited. I'm like, I think yours is here. Because I told him I'd give him one. So I was excited to give you one for Christmas. I'm like, I got you a present. And then I opened it and I was like, fell in love. It was like, to the T, looks just like the Rolex. So I got the
It's
Coke
not
on.
that it looks like the Rolex.
It acts like it.
It has
the elements,
the emotion that the Rolex gives.
Yes.
I have done watches for a long time, and never before have I seen a watch that this is my, where's our cameras at? There's one right there.
Yeah.
This one here is my Lefty Sprite. It's got the Jubilee bracelet, 316L gauge steel, mineral crystal,
bezel,
glass, ceramic bezel. It's phenomenal, and it's a Seiko movement. And what'd I pay for this? $68, $78, something along those lines.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. In my opinion, it's the best goddamn watch on the market.
It's worth 10x.
Oh, easy.
I would, like, if these were like 700, I'd buy one.
What's really, well, the Jevril. I mean, I sold my Jevril. My Jevril retailed at $3,200. I paid around $600 or $700 for it. I sold it and just went and bought a bunch of these because here's what's really nice about this piece.
They're great.
You're hanging out with a nephew. Okay.
Right.
The nephew goes, dude, that's a cool watch. You can take it off and give it to him and not go, holy shit, he's going to destroy it.
Yeah.
Or you're in public and you see a kid and a kid goes, dude, that's a badass watch. You can take it off and give it to the kid. And mom and dad are like, no, don't do that. And you're like, no,
You
no,
could
it's
change
good.
his life.
Well, not only that, he creates an appreciation for this. I remember when I was a kid, I went to a camera show with my dad, and this guy, I was looking at a camera. I think it was an old Argus, and I was just so intrigued by this camera.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, well, "Here, go ahead and take it." It was $10 out of the guy's pocket. He didn't give a shit. But for me, my whole childhood, I carried around an Argus. I took pictures with it. Eventually, I lost it, like kids do everything.
Yeah.
But it created appreciation for cameras that I have today. Hence, we're in the film industry,
Right.
And these Pagani Design, you see them everywhere, are the best fucking bang for the buck. And then it's funny as you go online and you type in Google, are Pagani Design watches any good? Nobody has anything bad to say.
I haven't.
There's
heard
no
one
fucking bad reviews at all.
None.
They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
They're great. The quality's there. They don't scratch. They're
I've banged it on. It's so funny.
Deliver.
I bang it on. I walk by walls and stuff. I'm fat, and I bump it, and it's funny because the bezel gets knocked to the side.
Yeah.
And it doesn't damage the watch. Where any other watch in the sub $200 category is fucked up.
And you're just like, and then you want to throw it away.
Yes, absolutely.
Once it's all jacked. It sucks.
Remember we went to Monterey Car Week a couple of years ago. We go every year, and we go to this Rolex store, and they handed us this. It was an old, I don't remember if it was an old Paul Newman or if it was an old Submariner. I think it was an old Submariner. But they wanted like $220,000 for it or something.
They had two of them.
And they're just the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. I wouldn't spend fucking $40 on that fucking watch.
Yeah, and they're like $217,000. And she's like, we sold a mint condition one for $277 the other day. I'm like, what are you smoking? I wouldn't even pay $100 for that
fucking watch was the biggest piece of shit. And old Rolexes don't tell the time for crap.
No,
the thing with it, that's the other thing about this.
Money.
This is exactly. This is a Seiko movement. And what I find really appealing about it is I can take it off, I put it in the drawer, I'll wear my other one, the Batman, and then I'll put this one back on 2 days later. And the time the reserve, the wind, it's still in tune.
Yeah.
I don't have to go and reset it. It's still fucking. It hasn't lost any. Hasn't lost 3 minutes or anything.
Right.
It's fucking perfect.
It's on time. It works.
Unbelievable for $70 fucking.
Yeah. So. Now I loaded a bunch in my inbox on eBay.
I sent you a shit ton.
Yeah.
Now, so in my list, I've got a Panerai version. I've got like 3 or 4. I've got the Meteorite, Paul Newman Daytona.
Yep.
And then I've got the GMT, the black GMT, the Batgirl for my wife. And then and there's a couple of others. I think you have the Patek Tiffany.
Yeah.
One in your list.
Yeah, that's on my list.
And then you have the Blue Breitling.
The Blue Breitling is my next.
You're so funny with your dyslexia.
I know.
The Blue Breitling.
The Breitling. I'm dyslexic, just so you know. So that's why I say words are in my head.
That's hilarious.
It doesn't work out.
You'd be a terrible rapper.
I am a poet.
Be like,
horrible.
He's like, I'm a know it and you didn't poet. What?
What? I'll be like, doesn't that make sense to you? I'll be like the bread in the cabinet, but I'll be the cabinet bread.
I don't know.
And that makes sense to me.
All right. So you said you had something special here. I see 2 Pagani Design boxes.
One thing I wanted to say is that
look
your
at the
knowledge.
Box. Look at the box, by the way. Phenomenal.
Your knowledge about watches is amazing because I'm like, I see one of the Pagani Design. It doesn't say what it's modeled after, kind of like copies. I'm like, I send you a picture. You're like, boom, in 2 minutes, you know what freaking watch it's a copy of it. And I check both pictures and it looks exactly the same.
No, these Pagani Designs,
amazing.
these Pagani Designs, this again, I'm going to show it again. This is a very rare piece. So if you're a Rolex junkie like I am, I love the Rolex watch. This is the Sprite. This is the lefty. So notice the crown is on the left, not on the right. This is an $18,000. If you were to go Rolex, $18,000 for this. There's a 2-year waiting list. And I think that the thing that I really want to stress is this is 318 gauge steel. A Rolex is 904 gauge steel. Completely different. It's got a higher nickel content. Therefore, it's going to be a little bit brighter in terms of the metallic. It's going to be a little bit... I mean, when you see a real Rolex, you see a real Rolex. Yeah. I can immediately tell. But in terms of, 40 millimeter 318 gauge with mineral crystal and a Seiko movement for fucking $70. And it's funny because you think we're endorsing the product and we're not. We're just we just love watches. We fucking love watches. They are not paying us. This is the Oyster bracelet with the Seiko movement. This is the Coke with right hand. So the crown is on the right.
Those are like 25 grand.
Are they?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Where do they come up with these numbers?
Right?
It's the fucking dumbest. And they're shit watches. List. And they're shit watches. They're not good watches. No. And then you got to wait fucking 2 years for them. It's the dumbest thing. But no, I think the Pagani Design is just the best goddamn deal. And again, okay, so the watch breaks. Okay, so first of all, again, it's a Seiko movement. It's a great movement. It's a good inner working of a watch. But let's say it does crap out. Let's say it quits working. It's $68 fucking dollars. Who cares?
That's 3 McDonald's right now. Next year it'll be 2 McDonald's because they're raising minimum wage to $20 an hour in April.
Jesus Christ.
If you need a job and you want to make $40,000+ a year, come to California, work at McDonald's.
Yeah, but you're going to pay $2,000 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment.
There you go. And hella for insurance on your car.
Oh my God, dude.
If you drive more than 5,000 miles.
No, seriously, my insurance is over $300 a month. It's fucking crazy with a perfect driving record.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right. So Pagani Design. So you have some special stuff today.
Yeah. Well, I forgot I ordered these back on the 7th. So it took 2.5 weeks to get here. And that was when we were both like falling in love with the watches.
Dude,
I ordered one, but I messed up.
What'd you do?
I accidentally ordered the same watch twice.
Which one?
Because the guy sent me an offer.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know which one. That's why I need
Have you opened these yet?
No.
Oh, you haven't even opened them.
They're the same watch though.
Are these serious?
But I paid for them, but I'm giving you one.
Oh fuck. Well, I want to tell I want to tell another funny story before we do this. So, there's this kid that lives on our property. We live up in El Dorado Hills. My wife and I, not him and I, we're not gay. My wife and I live in El Dorado Hills. We had to clarify that for the people who haven't seen the show before. They don't know our story.
Because we talk shit.
Yes, we do talk shit. And there's this kid. He's 22 or 23. His name is Max. He actually listens to our shows.
Yeah.
So he's become a fan. Cool. It's kind of funny. I went in there the other day and he had it on in the background and I was like, fuck yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
But one day I walked by and I was like, hey, what kind of watch you wearing, kid? And he goes, it's an Invicta. And I was like, get rid of it. And I felt fucking terrible. Like, I felt so bad. It's so
that's what people have done to me in the past.
I'm like, fuck. When I was like, no, seriously, dude, like, go get a good watch. There's great watches out there for the money. Invicta's not one of them. Invicta, in my opinion, is no better than a fucking Michael Kors.
Dude, it's like tinny.
It's garbage. It's like a fucking,
metal,
it's like
the finish.
It's like a watch from Nautica. It's like a fucking.
I actually have a cool Nautica watch.
I used to have a Nautica watch. Is it the one with the flags?
No, it's the sailboat on the.
Okay, so I had one with flags, blue one. I'm wondering if that was the one I sold.
Mine was blue and red.
Okay, no, but
the band went out and like
they're just junk.
Like a month, it had cracks.
Yeah, they're junk. They're fashion watches. They don't serve an actual purpose. So anyway, so I felt really bad, and I was like, and he was like, yeah, I'd like to get a Tudor, and I was like, how old are you? Bro. And he goes 22, and I'm like, dude,
don't do it.
You're not there yet, bro.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? And I'm like, they're badass. I'm like, yeah, they are badass, bro. But you're going to spend $4,000 on a Tudor. In 6 months or a year, you're out of a job or you're starting to have a kid or you need to buy a car. And what do? You try to sell your watch. You try to get what it's worth on eBay. You're going to get like $1,900 for it. You're going to lose $2,000. You're going to lose half your value and then pay the other $500 to fucking eBay and fees. I mean, you're it's just a waste of money unless you've got your life in order and you're going to use it as an heirloom and give it to your fucking kid.
Right.
So he goes, so what do you recommend? And I was like, dude, go look at Pagani Design. And he was like, God, this sounds like a fucking infomercial. And he's like, I don't know. So he pulls it up and he starts researching it. So a couple of days ago, I walk by him and I see this different watch on his wrist. And I'm like, what are you wearing? And he goes, bro, I got a Pagani Design. And I was like, fuck yeah, let me see it. And it was a nice watch. Rose gold. It looks like something a fucking kid would wear.
Yeah.
But actually, it looks just like his fucking Invicta, but it's Pagani Design. He goes, dude, the reviews are phenomenal. He goes, you can see how much these are better built than the Invictus. And I'm like, that's why we sold our fucking watch collections.
Yeah. Because I would rather own $1,000 in these watches,
especially with the crime rate. You know, we get fucking robbed at the
cops
bank.
Won't do anything about it.
No, you're standing at the fucking ATM, and the guy goes, "Hey, give me your fucking watch," and you're like, "Okay."
They're like, "You can get 2-day overnight on Prime for $100."
By the time you can tell, I've ordered another one.
Yeah, if you want to wait 2 weeks, you can order one for $68 on eBay.
Oh shit! All right, so we're gonna open up some watches today.
Yeah, so these got delivered from China.
Oh yes, and
just yesterday.
And these are Chinese watches. They smell like China. They feel like China.
They come in the orange wrapped box.
But the fucking quality on the watch is phenomenal.
It's seriously, it's one of my favorite watches.
It's crazy. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so it's gonna be like a New Year's, like a toast.
Yep. So
what do we got? Oh, it's a Daytona.
Oh, cool.
It's the Paul Newman.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No shit.
Boom.
It's the Paul fucking Newman.
Those are sweet.
Look at this.
We'll wear those when we go to Carmel.
I don't know about that because I'm gonna have like 5 more to wear that day.
Right? We're like every hour we're switching watches. People see us again at a new show. They're like, "What is that one? Wait, didn't you have on a different watch? Let's do that, dude. Let's do that and get people's
They smell
reaction."
like fucking China. It's so funny, dude.
This is plastic shit. It's so funny.
Shit. You know, here's what I love about Chinese shit. Is we've gotten to the point in technology that they actually make good stuff now. It's not like it used to be where it was like all super questionable. Mm-hmm. They actually make good shit now.
Because we taught them. We sent them all of our schematics for all of our shit we used to build in America.
Oh, fuck.
So now they know.
Well, it was like the Harley Davidsons. So if you looked at in the 1980s, Harley Davidson was sold off to a company. What's the bowling company? IBF or something along those lines? Mm-hmm. The bowling company.
Yeah.
They bought Harley Davidson in the 80s. And basically what they did is they shipped everything overseas and started having the Harleys built overseas instead of here in the States. Well, then you started seeing all these other companies. Honda started coming out with Harley-looking bikes. Yeah. Suzuki, Kawasaki. Yep. Yamaha. Everyone started coming out with these the quote-unquote Jap bikes that look like the American Harleys. I'm trying to find this thing here. And you look at the market today, and they only owned them for a few years, but it completely changed the industry. And that's what we're seeing here is why would you want to go and spend all of that money on if you're buying a Rolex for the investment value, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it in terms of the investment. But if you're buying a Rolex to wear it every day, to be a daily wear, it's just a waste of fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to find the thing here and I can't find the end. He's doing the hard way and trying to rip it off.
No, I know there's a way you could unwrap it. Oh, there you go.
You get it?
Finally. I was also trying to include the noises of unwrapping, like the peely parts.
The peely parts.
People like the peely. Here, I'll do it.
Oh yes, like those Bentley videos. Oh shit, that's funny.
I always have trouble with the one on the end.
My hands are bad from playing music, so it's really hard for me to grab stuff.
Yeah, these ones I'll get off later.
Oh, my hands. If people wonder why I don't play music as much as I used to, it's because I can't. My hands are just trashed. But I have been thinking, how long have you and I known each other now? I mean, we've been really close for about 4 years.
Yeah.
But we've known each other for about 10, and you've never seen me play guitar.
I saw you play for that kid.
That one kid. This kid was playing a guitar at a flea market.
Never at a show.
Yeah. Well, never in a studio or never.
Yeah.
And it's funny because guitar is such an important part of my life and my gift. A lot of people don't know that I was one of those child prodigy musicians.
Yep.
And I know that sounds very arrogant to say, but I was 6 years old and picked up a piano. Walked up to a grand piano, and within 15 seconds, I was playing Right Here Waiting by Richard Marx, two hands. Mm-hmm. Within seconds. I had never touched a piano before in my life.
Right.
At 14, I was introduced to the guitar, and within like maybe 2 or 3 months, I was playing Joe Satriani and Metallica and shit. Some of the most technically advanced guitar playing.
Yeah.
And here I am at 14 years old playing this stuff after a couple of months, and then I went on tour playing Satriani tribute.
Yeah.
And doing it all by ear I was very, very naturally talented on a guitar, but here you go 25 years later and your hands, I have no dexterity. I can't pick shit up. My hands hurt like all the time.
Uh-huh.
You can see the carpal tunnel in there.
Yeah.
But, no, I want to do another, another album, but I want you to be a part of it. I was really thinking that we could build, a music studio set up in here.
Yeah.
Because you have all the stuff.
Yeah.
And record an album, and then while
That'd
I'm
be cool.
writing and recording, be filming and do like a little documentary, which would be really neat. Yeah.
We should do that. Definitely. I can't get the back one off.
You want me to do it?
Sure.
Here, you do the front one. I got something, that little red sticker right there. Let's see here. There you go.
Thanks.
Boom, boom.
There you go.
My hands worked enough for that.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's fucking great, man. All right, let me set the time here. So we've got 1:07. And then what's today's date?
The 24th?
4th? Yeah, see, mine's all still set. All right, so let's go 1:07. Oh, look at how smooth that is. This is smoother than mine is, than my Sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 1:07. And then let's go, today's date's the 24th. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, that movement's...
To do the date, did you listen to the top one?
No. Here.
All right.
All right, so 1:07.
I always forget.
Oops. There you go. And then it's in 1.
Okay. Got it.
All right, 24.
24.
Did you ever watch that show, 24?
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland?
That was a good one.
That was a pretty good one.
I like that one. So this is the Daytona.
This is the Daytona Paul Newman.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch.
Yeah, and then the band or bracelet is the Oyster bracelet.
Okay.
And I need to have a couple links taken out of it. But no, this is great, dude. This is really, really good.
It's a nice, dude, I'm telling you, these watches
They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
I might actually order a, so on my Batman, I ordered a blue leather band.
Uh-huh.
Which is just superb. I mean, I spent almost as much on the band as you spend on the watches.
Yeah.
It just, what a great addition. It's not that the bands aren't bad. The bands are great. But the leather band.
No, that made it like a
just
whole
changed
different
the
watch.
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I might
really
actually
cool.
order, because I have got a pair of black shoes. And I would want to match the two. I might put a black band on this.
That'd be nice.
Or a brown band. The brown band?
Yeah.
With a Paul Newman? Be beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do we want to wrap this episode up, or are we still gonna jib jab?
We could jib jab.
What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Of all of your watches,
Uh-huh.
what's your favorite that you've ever had? Of all of your watches,
ever. One of my favorites was the last Citizen that I had.
Is that the one? Drive. Is that the one that your kid fucked up?
Yeah, the green with the green. But ever since she scraped it on the ground, I was like, nope.
All done.
So that was one of them. I used to love green growing up. Green and teal were like my favorite colors. Now it's red and black. So the Coke is probably my
matches
favorite
your company colors and everything.
So it's that's probably my favorite now.
I hated green growing up.
The Coke.
And now I love green, and I don't know why. I don't know. It's so... Red was always my thing because of Ferrari. I don't know. But red was always my thing because of Ferrari. And then I love British culture and British racing green. Yeah. I wish my Mercedes would look good in green. I'd go fucking get that thing painted.
Yeah. I don't like cars in green. That's one thing I don't like in green.
But you like the old Jags. Dad had an old Jag.
No, the Jags are good.
Was Dad's old Jag, was it green?
He had a brown one and a red one and not a green one.
Brown one, a red one. What was the other one?
Another red one.
2 red ones.
Yeah.
So his dad had E-types when he was a kid.
E-type convertibles.
Oh my God, those cars are fucking awesome.
They were called V12s.
Jesus Christ.
The tan leather.
They don't make them like that anymore, man.
Nope.
No.
And he sold them to a guy, and he sold 2 of them to a guy in Great Britain.
But I did the same thing with the Porsches. I loved my Porsches. I had 3 of the same car. And you get to a point where you're like, I don't need this anymore.
Right.
And it's funny because we just went to that Porsche thing. If you go on Instagram, you'll see it. We just went to that Porsche thing, and I wasn't even excited about any of the cars. I was just like,
I was like, and what's funny is they had Miatas there.
They did.
The Porsches. I was like,
if money was no object and you could have any car, any car, what would it be? Actually, let me rephrase this. If you could have any sports car and then any luxury car, what would it be?
Probably Maybach Mercedes.
Okay.
And then Ferrari California convertible.
If I could have any car, Porsche 918.
Ooh.
That's a Porsche that I'd fucking do. Porsche 918. That car is, I don't know what it is. That car is fucking incredible. And then my luxury car, Bentley Mulsanne.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I said the 2 that I like is because the Ferrari California, there's enough of them out there where it's kind of
you can get parts.
You could get parts, number 1. Number 2 is drivable.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy it. I like driving.
You can't drive a 918 every day.
Yeah. Like, I don't want cars that I can't drive. That's my thing. So that's why I chose those cars.
Well, you just bought that BMW 335. I think it's fucking badass.
Yeah.
And you put rims on it. You finally get the wheels on it. And it's fucking... Yeah. I'm kind of jealous, actually. I'm kind of jealous over that shit. I'm like, dude, I wish I had a car I could buy a bunch of shit for. Mine's finished.
Right.
So, yeah, I've got my E350, and it's everything that I would ever... It's everything that I could ever want in a car.
Yeah.
Like the Bentley Mulsanne is just such... Or Flying Spur is such a... I'm getting the same shit out of mine that I would get out of that, except that I can't park at the grocery store.
Right. Or if you hit a pothole and fuck
you hit a
the
fucking
rim,
pothole and fuck up your rim and your suspension, or somebody dings it.
Oh, dude.
You know,
then you're just not having a
You're
good
in California.
month.
People fuck with shit out here.
Yeah.
So I drive my old BMW or old Mercedes E350. My leather, the wood, the heavy duty, the comfort, the features, the options.
The sound, like everything's
It's
great
a
about
fucking
that car.
great
I
car.
love that car. The styling is great. It's classic.
It's a classic. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
And but that's the thing. Everything comes in time. I'm not in a rush to get things anymore. I just enjoy my things.
This is really great though. This is really, really great.
Yeah.
I want to order the black leather band for this.
Yeah.
Shit. Or brown leather. Probably thinking brown leather. I think brown would actually look really nice on that. All right, guys.
Nice. So
tell us what you think. What do you think? Do you like the Pagani designs, or do you think we're just a couple of fucking broke ass crazy people? But honestly, I think they're phenomenal.
Well, we're not. We sold our other shit just to not have it.
We've spent Shit, we went 1 month where we spent like $5,000 on watch.
Yeah.
1 month.
Dude,
I
just felt like cleaning out. I was like, I'm going to wear these. Why do I even need that sitting on the shelf? It's gone.
Not only that, I think about how much money I've wasted on having some of these other watches when I can have any watch I could ever possibly want just with a different name on it.
Right.
That's built with an expectation of quality and all the features. This one doesn't have the back, the see-through back. I didn't realize that.
Only these ones.
Yeah, wow.
There's only like 4 that have the see-through back.
That's
which are these.
Great. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for listening to Talking Shit with Matt and Quinn. And
we'll see you next time.
Absolutely. And we're going to start working on the new movie here pretty soon. High Rise 3 Run to Peril.
Yeah.
So that'll be out later this year. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening.
Have a good one.
And we'll see you around.
See ya. I'm Matt Literal.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Talking shit with Matt and Quinn.